Test 1
Ooh,
2.
what's the link? Cause I want to post.
Yeah, I'm about to give you the information. And usually what I do is I take a selfie with the guest.
Okay.
And that's a part of my like. Eventually I'm gonna do like a big like book.
Oh, I love that.
And stuff like that. So let me actually.
Can I charge my phone?
Yes. Let's see. I'm trying to see where I can get you at. I have one right here.
Okay.
Oh.
Period. Oh.
Alrighty. I do need to grab one thing real quick. It's not even charged.
What happened?
For boys, y'all are really clean.
Oh, thanks. We try to be.
I mean, I hope that's a y'all take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
It is.
No, I get it.
Cause
I know how
yeah.
it goes. Yeah, we don't. I don't know. We come from households where we can't be dirty.
Yeah, that's great. Cause I be seeing. I'm like,
my dad was not playing
this
that
you?
shit.
Yeah, but my dad's in the military, dude.
Oh, so you was.
I had that in me growing up.
Not only did he have to be clean, he had to be up on time. Shit.
So like, I be up early sometimes too, like just innately.
Yeah.
Like 7 o'clock.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, bro.
That's cool though.
It's interesting. It's molded me into, I think, really wise human being. You know what I'm saying? I'm still kind of just making sure that they can hear us.
Yeah.
Chat, can you hear us? Chat.
Oh, you're live already.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yo. Chat, can you hear us? Chat.
Oh, you're live already. Oh, do I have to speak in here?
Yes. Speak into the mizite.
Chat.
Okay, so
Chat.
Nobody's in here yet, but we can just gotta just like get it warmed up. It takes them a minute.
Boom, boom, boom.
We on live.
Boom, boom, boom. Wagwan.
What's up to the people?
Let's see. People gonna start falling in soon.
Bo.
Yeah, I got a lot more organized with my setup now.
Mhm.
So like I got my chat here on OBS. Now I have like my stream information on this side. Like I was able to get my stream docs and stuff like this. So
Is that a speaker?
this
Mhm.
it's a subwoofer. So basically we could play until people pile in. This is what I use on Mondays. It's kind of slow anyway because everybody just don't be piling in all the way like that. But we can watch some shit. We can get into some shit until y'all wanna.
Yeah, I want to send the link to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Here. Let's see it. Let's see. Here.
Boom.
Where's my phone?
It's somewhere on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, bro.
Ooh, I'm gonna grab something.
I want to try one of these grapes.
Yeah, try it. Have to grab the toolie.
Yup. That's a tuning fork?
Yeah. The sonic slider.
How does this work? Right here, right? Where?
Well, it works. This is a weighted one, so this is made to be placed on the body.
Okay.
So So you
Anywhere?
can place anywhere.
Okay.
So you activate
Exactly
it,
where
and
I
then you
want.
place this part somewhere. Or you can listen to it. It sounds like a bunch of monks chanting.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's one of the modalities I work with. Tuning fork therapy.
Yeah, so you've been doing the massages.
Yes. Yes, I am.
You certified?
Not
you certified?
yet. I'm
Okay.
still in school.
You still in school?
I am a massage school student, body
Okay.
work. Yeah, as well as a sonic vibrational therapy practitioner.
Are you still claiming dancer?
Oh yeah, I was born a dancer.
Cause that's how I met you.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
were dancing your ass off at Miss. What was her name? Miss Johnson.
Miss Johnson.
Yeah. I remember.
Miss Johnson. Yeah. Shout out to Miss Johnson. I hope she okay. I hope she is big blessed and still moving and grooving. 3, 1.
Oh, you don't want to leak yourself. Don't leak.
Yeah, none of y'all niggas text me. You will get blocked.
Hey, she forgot your other eye.
That's her style. That's the style.
Okay.
That's the style.
Type shit.
Copy. I'm about to send this to my love and to the gang, to the band.
Hey.
On Twitch.
When you ready, we about to.
One more time.
Lit.
Yeah, so we claiming dancer turned.
This is how I describe it.
Okay.
I'm a disciplinary, multidimensional artist.
Tight.
And I work within the movement arts, the healing arts, textile arts, visual arts.
Yeah. Hey, what's good, boy?
Beyond.
With the shout out too. What's good, my brother?
I am Tyger.
We got Tyger in here with us, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna introduce Tyger as I know her.
Grapes.
Well, I know Tyger from high school, so we were just talking about that, how there's been a lot of phases and evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew Tyger initially as a dancer, and learned about the artistry and the textile work, and getting deeper into the visual arts. And the latest evolutions that we was just talking about is, body healing, sound healing, and I know you've been doing Tai Chi.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those people who's using their body to express multiple things in the world and put out good vibrations. So that's who we got with us here. We're gonna be vibing. We're gonna be talking.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yep. Multidisciplinary.
Yeah.
You wanna say anything about yourself?
Yeah. Thank y'all for having me. Yeah. I am, just a being here, experiencing and doing and, learning.
Learning, doing, and achieving. How
Achieving.
W's in the chat.
W's in the chat.
We got Tyger in the chat with us right now, you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Monday. You guys know. Usually we be vibing on Mondays, but this time we have a guest.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So Tyger wanted to come on and chop it up and hang out with us, you guys. So we vibing today.
Yeah, we vibing, and we got seeded grapes.
Grapes.
What y'all know about seeded grapes?
Nah, I might have to drop them for the view. Nah, for clip part. But now we got some seeded grapes.
What y'all know about that?
Look, they don't know about that.
Yeah.
Because, look, everything in this world, well, especially with fruit, is supposed to have seeds in it, right?
Yeah.
Correct? You know what I'm saying? So if it's seedless, that means man touched it. That's what I'm saying. Type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's hilarious.
bro, so like Tyger, like what's your world like? What has your world been like? What has your 2025 been like so far?
Man.
Is it better than like, because we're about to be at the halfway point of this year, so like is it better than last year, or how far, like what is it so far?
It's definitely better than last year.
Okay.
This year looks way better than last year. Last year I was a full-time nanny / second mother to my niece. I took care of her for her first year of life.
W caretaker.
Yeah, so shout out to
Mother's
Mother's Day. Shout out to all the TTs that show up and assist the mamas, you feel me? Shout out to all the moms.
That's real.
Shout out to the babies, you feel me?
Shout out to the babies.
And yeah, that last year that it was all about her. Taking care of her when my sister went to work. She's a single mom, so I had to step in and do that one time. This year, at the end of last year, actually, I ended up getting the opportunity of a lifetime. Honestly, I basically now do me and get paid for it. I'm able to be creative. I'm able to channel my creativity into a more structured and organized way, and make it bigger than just me, and like actually provide workshops and opportunities for artists in South Central. Big self-sufficient. That's what this year has been. It's becoming more self-sufficient. Just stepping into just being more than just a artist, but actually more of a organizer, and more of a just like a pillar in my community, and just making sure that we get the resources that we need, specifically through art, because I feel like art's made a huge transformation in my life, just like growing up in Compton, and just like being an artist. Yeah, I'm from Compton. I went to King Drew, me and Alex.
Compton in the building, chat.
Compton,
right,
you feel me? Bompton, if you really want to get specific.
Okay, so what was growing up in Compton like as a youth? Like, so what? Because my auntie lived in Compton for a little bit. She lived on Pyro for a little bit. So
okay,
I used to be up over there.
I'm literally right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I know
yeah.
what it's active over there.
It's active,
especially like in the early 2000s.
Yes.
Like, so what was that like shaping you as a human being? Like, and how did you even turn from like seeing such like violence from time to time, and finding like spirituality in that? Like,
so growing up in Compton was very, very like, at the time I didn't know it, but now looking back, it was traumatic. It was definitely. I was definitely scared to go to certain places, made to fear certain places, made to fear my own neighborhood, not feeling safe.
Like, what's a place that you feared that was like?
The park. I couldn't even go to the park,
Which park?
Magic Johnson Park.
Damn.
Literally right by the crib, I
Magic
used to
Johnson
go there
Park
as a
is
youngin' with my family, but then as I got older, it's beautiful.
It's a
I go
historic
there
park.
now and I'm like, yo, I was missing out on all this. You couldn't really go up there because it was very active. It was always a story every other week about a body being found or something, so
Violence, chat.
So increase the peace for real. But
increase the peace.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
My key's not working.
But it was definitely difficult because at that time when I was growing up, it was definitely a lot of emphasis on like black gangs against Mexican gangs.
Interesting. Okay.
So that was like the main beef.
A divide.
The main divide, the main like tension, wherever you went. So
how did you find like the spirituality and like among all
really music? Through music, yeah.
Okay.
Alec is the GOAT. We went to high school together, but we did not really know each other. But I was listening to him on SoundCloud. He was making music on SoundCloud with a collective called Homies Only, and they were making conscious music. They were on. You feel me? They knew what the fuck was going on, and they helped raised my consciousness.
Absolutely.
You know, but even before that, I would say I really went through the darkness to the light, because before that I was a huge Odd Future fan. And I remember I was probably in like 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade when Yonkers first came out.
Oh, wow.
And I remember I fell asleep with the TV on one time, and it was on MTV. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night, and they were playing Yonkers on MTV, I think for like the first time. And I woke up, and I'm hearing this crazy beat, and I'm seeing this crazy video. You know,
like that's the first time people thought about when they saw Wu-Tang, like for the first time.
Yeah.
Like who are all these motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Like rapping.
Yeah.
Low key. But okay, so valid.
Yeah.
So you saw Tyler the Creator.
I seen Tyler. I seen him eating a roach and shit. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck going on, but we got the same name. Our birth name is Tyler, you know? And so I was interested, you know? And so through that, I found out he was a part of Our Future, and I just started getting into them. And they were very, very ignorant, very, very dark, you know? And
get like that. So.
Yeah, and at the time, I really resonated with that.
But not everybody was, though. Like, even
not everybody was, but for the most part, it was, you know, it was just... They was YNs or just like, you know, just experimenting and just like doing their thing. But I really loved them because my dad's a musician. And so I grew up listening to real music, you know, jazz, real R&B, real singers, real instruments like in music. And I remember they were some of the only people I knew that were actually including real instruments into their production. So that's also what got me too. But they were also talking about some really crazy shit that I never heard anybody ever say. But that sparked my curiosity to question what I've ever been told, you know, specifically about like religion and just like authorities and like all this stuff. So that's really how it started. And then I just kind of started to deep dive through that. And then eventually I came up on Homies Only and like, you know, Willow, Jaden, all them. And they were just talking about like real consciousness, you know, and then I was getting into like East Coast rap, you know, like I was, what's Beast Coast, you know, like all
Joey
them,
Badass.
Joey Badass and like Flatbush Zombies, all of them, like they was waking me up. So that's really how it started, was the music.
Okay.
And then, you know, just at King Drew, you know, I was very depressed because as you can tell, I'm a very expressive person through just like my dress, how I get dressed. I like to express what I feel on the inside, on the outside. And W Fit, the fuck?
W Fit.
W Fit.
W Fit.
You know, you feel me?
Real talk.
Yeah, what you talking
check it
about?
out.
It's holy and cozy. You know, holy and cozy. What are you talking about? But yeah, you know, so King Drew, it was all uniform. So I felt like I couldn't express myself. It was black as fuck. Black as fuck.
Black and gold. That's it.
Yes.
Because of the gang shit.
Yes. They was like, we don't want y'all wear no blues, no reds.
Not even no green.
No
purple,
nothing.
no.
Because y'all will get pressed. Yeah. You know, so I just felt super constricted. I was super depressed. And I was like finding my mom, like, Mom. Specifically, I went to King Drew because I wanted to dance. That was my first passion ever, art form, you know, my first art form I was ever passionate about. And I was dancing there, but it just wasn't enough, you know. And so I was, I have a best friend who was going to Hollywood High for performing arts. And I was like, I want to go there. His name is Imani.
Imani?
Yes. Shout out to Imani. We went to middle school together.
Imani.
And so I was like, Mom, I want to go to Hollywood High, or like really any performing arts school. I was either between Hollywood, Hamilton, Fairfax.
You came over there with
you
us.
know? Oh, you went to
I
Hamilton?
went to Hammy.
Okay.
Hey, W is the top of the Yankee.
All right.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wanted to go to, so that's random though. You wanted to go to performing arts, but you ended up at like a magnet.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's crazy now because back then I thought I wasn't into like science and math and stuff, but it's weird because now I kind of am, and that's kind of like in the work that I'm doing with like the healing and stuff, because it's really all tied together.
Alchemy, right?
Yes, it's really all tied together, but at the time I was just not interested in it, and I was really in a big fight with my mom about it, and I even sacrificed everything. I sacrificed my grades, all that. I was like, I'm protesting, I'm not doing shit. She's gonna see I don't care. And eventually she's going to let me go to Hollywood High, and eventually she did. But crazy story. It was literally like a week before school started for all LAUSD schools, going into 11th grade. When I was going into 11th grade, and I was like, Mom, I cannot go back to King Drew. Please don't make me go back to King Drew. And she's like, fine, we'll find a performing arts school. But I'm like, Mom, it don't work like that. Performing arts school's got a wait list. Yeah, you supposed to been let me.
You got to audition.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it was like to get into Hamilton. Like,
yeah.
I had to go through the summer, do a program. I initially got in on playing piano. Like, that was I got in on some piano shit.
Okay, Stevie Wonder.
It wasn't that good. I was enough to get by, like Talib Kweli, but like got me in and I had to do the program. But then when I got there, I didn't know that they even had it. Like the piano teacher was also the music production teacher. So like, when I got there, I was like, oh shit, we have this class here. You can make beats. Like even all the pianos were connected to a computer, which was connected to a DAW. Whoa. So I was like, oh, I'm making beats in here. And that's why I would get in trouble because it was piano class and not beat class. And then that's when, or James, make your own song class. Yeah. I would be playing piano. I'd be in there always trying to do my own shit. And that's where me and my teacher would clash. But when I got to music production, me and him, like, eventually formed a really good relationship. Even visited him after school. And even, like, bro, you talking about Odd Future. I'm also, like, the hugest OF fan ever. Tyler was, he always got the glitz and glam, but Earl was always my favorite, even in those days. Like, Earl's been my favorite rapper since I was like 15 years old. Like, so like, it's been that way. But when I say Sid went to Hamilton. Sid from the internet chat went to my high school. And we had the same music production class. Wow. So you feel me? W's in the chat. She came up there, visited. She gave a good lecture. She told us about the industry. She told us about OF. She told us to be self-efficient, make our own stuff. Sheesh. And when I heard that from her at that age, I was like, yeah, like she did everything. Like she was telling us, like, yeah, she used to record all the OF stuff. She was like most of the one. Like, wow. Yeah, bro. So Sid.
That's dope.
W Sid, bro.
W Sid, for real.
So that was my first extension of like seeing like people actually give back to and come from the same programs that I was into. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's real like that. And, speaking of homies only, shout out to True because he's a lot of those programs, a lot of those youth programs that he was also in the circuits of and giving back to now these days too. So W's in the chat for True. W's in the chat for him.
Alec.
Like, extending the hand out to extend the hand to us. To here we are. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy how like the butterfly effect works, chat. But like, you know what I'm saying? Here we are.
Here we are. You know yeah.
All right. So, I want to kind of get into your Instagram, if that's okay. You
sure.
Cool with that? Cool with that?
Sure.
Bad money. So chat can give you a follow too. All right. So this is her IG. If you
I follow more people than follow me because I don't give a fuck. Man, if I fuck with your Instagram and I fuck with what you post, I'm gonna follow you, and I don't care if you follow me back because that's not the point of why I'm following you.
Bro, we gotta see that shit, chat.
Period.
We gotta see that shit. Bro, I fuck with this. I fuck with this babushka you got on right here.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? I got one of my own. I lucky was starting to put it on with you on the stream. I think I might put it on.
Hey, twinning them.
I might join you at some part during the stream. You know what I'm saying?
Twinning them.
Fucking with the babushka. What's going on in this post right
here? Okay. This was me and my homegirl Tony and Ambia. We was out for my birthday celebration at Lava and Free show, and while we was waiting for them to finish their meet and greet, we was in there fucking it up.
Yeah, I was hitting that shit.
Yeah,
too.
Look, hey,
hit that
hey,
shit.
Hey,
hit that
shit. What? And
I was having too much fun, bro.
No, we be turned. That's Lava and Free. Lava and Free. They make amazing music.
Which one is Lava? Which one is
This
Free?
Is Lava. This is Free. They are married. They make amazing music.
They
just they went on tour, and that was on April 10th at the LA show. Yes, they went on tour. Lava went on tour with Umi.
Fire.
Shout out to them. They from Philly. Philly.
Shout out the city of brotherly love.
Yeah.
Okay, so We got this nice post here.
Yeah, okay. Shout out Activated Market. That's me and my love's business.
Okay. So
A collab with his things and my things that we make. A marketplace full of tools to activate, you know.
Shit, I gotta pull out this shirt.
Oh yeah, he got the
Yes.
shirt. Ali got the
wait,
shirt.
so
You feel
can we
me?
break this down? So this is your clothing brand.
Yes.
Okay, so
We do clothes. We do jewelry, or really adornments, soul adornments. You feel me? We got instruments. We got tools. We got, you know, all around and digi drip, original,
drip,
Look, man and woman, indigenous, real person, being drip. You feel me?
Let's go.
We got it.
Wear this
You
on
feel
screen,
me?
but
You
I
feel
actually
me?
wore it a few days ago on the hike. So
W's in the chat. You feel
It's the
me?
merch chat.
Being of light, he'll die. Chiefs in motion, chief motifs.
Let's go to big screen.
Activated market.
Yeah.
This is the shit, chat.
I
This
love
the
this
brand.
shit. It's
You know?
Text,
We make everything in house. We do
Right.
got some things that we we get from the plug, and we but we make everything in house. You see these glasses?
Look at
My
your
love,
overhead.
shout out Kashif Bey. You feel me? Kashif Nash Bey. He made them with his hands, and it's dripperitis.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got the
chat.
dripperitis, you know.
The
So if you around me,
dripperitis,
it's
the
very
dripperitis.
contagious. Get it?
That's the dripperitis, chat.
It's the dripperitis. There's no cure.
Can you get dripperitis?
Yeah, there's no cure.
Dripperitis
Dripperitis.
or itis, like
Dripperitis.
aritis.
Dripperitis.
Dripperitis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what about if I get
Dripperitis.
dripperitis?
Both of them.
I slept on the drip.
Slip on the drip.
That's sleeperitis.
Both of them.
Chat. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the fit for that day.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see.
That's us. You feel me?
Fire,
That's us.
fire.
It's us.
I
Oh,
love a time lapse too, chat. I love
Look.
a time lapse.
this was another part of my birthday celebration.
Okay,
I'm
when's
an
your birthday?
Aries, April 3rd.
So
you
your
feel
birthday
me?
just
W
passed.
Aries, spring babies.
Spring babies
New
in the
year,
chat.
the original New Year. You feel me?
Word
This is
too.
me and my two bandmates. I'm
Okay.
in a band called Cymatic Cypher. We are a sound healing band, Sonic
yeah,
Alchemy
chat.
band. And this is Hamoon and Hunter. They are married as well. You feel me?
I thought
Married.
You be with the married couple.
You feel me?
kinda
You
prosper-
gotta
that's
be.
real, like
You gotta
prosperous for
be.
you, like,
You
word
feel me?
too.
It's crazy out here.
Nah, facts.
Okay? But shout out to the singles too, because your person is out there. You feel me?
Nah, big facts.
Yeah.
Somebody out there for you.
Yeah.
What did Chance say? What did Chance say? Somebody's
Somebody's everything.
exactly. Chat.
Yeah, but-
Everybody's somebody's everything.
Shout out Mid East Eats. We are at Mid East Eats right here in Watts.
And what?
In Watts. This is a Palestinian brunch experience.
It looks
In
so
Watts.
extravagant, bro. Look at that.
In Watts. You feel me? Shout out Mid East East. Go
I
run
love
them
the
up.
time lapse too. It
Go
just makes
book.
everything look so
You
much
know?
more valid.
And
too.
it was so cool because they let you, spark up out there.
Real shit?
They let you just
going-
chill.
Oh,
You
yeah,
feel me?
man.
It's a
Yeah,
vibe.
Palestinian,
It's
you know
a
what I'm
vibe.
saying?
W
Where my
Mid East
babushka at?
Eats.
Where my
Yeah.
babushka in this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we doing here? So
Look,
this is
you
this
see
is
the
this is
platter.
the eats. Look
That's
at
the
the eats,
eats.
chat.
You see?
Look
You
at
feel
the
me? We got
eats, chat.
flavors, textures, colors,
What was
all
the
of
best?
it.
What was the best thing on this
The
platter?
falafel,
Can you point to
hands
it?
down.
The
Falafel.
falafel was good.
And the domas.
The domas
Ooh,
and the
that thing was
falafel.
good, but all of it was good. We were stuffed. And
Damn.
it was a whole, we had an appetizer. We had something before the meal. I don't remember. Then we had this. And then we had something after this. And then we had dessert. And then she brought out Turkish coffee with
Turkish
cardamom
coffee?
and
What the
rose
hell?
water. You feel me? And
Chat.
it was a vibe. You feel me? W Mid East Eats.
Damn. Okay, have you ever had Middle Eastern food before?
Yeah, but not this.
This looks like top of the line.
Yeah,
This is
for
top of the
sure, for
line.
sure.
Go visit them.
W's,
Watts. Oh.
W's.
Mycelium Network. You feel me?
What is this?
That is those are grain spawns of lion's mane mushrooms. I was dropping that off to the First Church of Mycology, W First Church of Mycology. Shout out.
Okay, so Lion's Mate, can you break down because I know what Lion's Mate is, chat, but my chat or the audience, you know we're gonna clip this too. So like the internet, if they don't know what Lion's Mate is, can you break down what Lion's Mate is?
Yeah, just to give a little background, you know, I am very much into the health and wellness, you know, not even just as a trend as it is right now, but for myself. And Lion's Mane is a mushroom. It's a fungi that comes from the earth. It grows mainly on trees that are decomposing, and it's very good for your brain. Like very good for your brain. You might see it everywhere. They got Lion's Mane powders, Lion's Mane drops,
Facts.
Lion's Mane
I take
this,
Lion's Mane pills.
Lion's Mane that.
I got some in the cabinet.
Yeah. So it's really good. If you want to increase your focus, if you
like
want to
brain fog, right?
Yeah, exactly. So all of that. So this right here is a grain spawn that one of my classmates at my massage school gave me because he's into mycology, and I went and dropped it off at the First Church because the priest there, Dogon Ora, the head mycologist, he knows what to do with it more than me. So I dropped it off to him, but I had to flick it up real quick because it was looking real beautiful. Mycology. It is the essence of really who we really are, because before any and everything and after any and everything is the fungus, is the mycelium network.
Yeah, I mean that's the first thing that grows. Like the bacteria becomes a fungus.
And it's it is really an alien because it is not a plant.
W's in the chat from
It
Mago.
is not a
Mago
plant.
just entered the chat. We're talking about, we got Tyger here, Mago, and we're talking about these shroomies. So, like, can you continue what you were saying?
It is not a plant. It is a fungus. A lot of people associate mushrooms with plant medicine. It is not plant medicine. It is a fungus.
Nice,
it is the beginning and the end of all life. It is a symbol of life and death.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, how is it a symbol of death?
Because when something dies and decomposes, fungus grows on it.
Interesting.
It's the first thing. It is what decomposes it. It's what eats it and transform it into something else.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
True
that.
alchemy.
True alchemy, chat.
Fungus.
The fungal network. Mago said the fungal network.
Yeah. Pull up to the First Church of Mycology in South Central.
What y'all be doing?
We're going to be doing more mycology classes for the community. You know, we got some funding coming in, so we can have free programming for the community to learn how to grow their own mushrooms, because they be taxing at Sprouts, they be taxing at Whole Foods.
That's valid.
You feel me? And it's so easy to grow, and it's so cheap to grow too. You will be surprised how many things in your kitchen that you can use to start a grain spawn, so that the mycelium could grow you some mushrooms.
I gotta introduce you to my homie Jaren, because like he is the mushroom. I met him as the mushroom man. Like he does the farmers markets, works at different farmers markets around the city. Yeah, and at his house he grows. He does like they have like little boxes you can see it up.
Yeah.
And just put like little stuff in there, and he grows. I was watching him grow a mushroom from when he first started. I pulled up to his house one day random, because I always like pulling up to his house. He always gives me inspiration, chat. Like he has all these knickknacks in his house that can just inspire you. You just walk around his apartment and like you can pick anything. One time he brought me like some like dandelion wine, like some really where he worked at a winery brewery. So like he's always into these things.
Yeah.
And I watched him like start this mushroom house, chat, like where it was sprouting out the windows, like the box had windows in it. It was really creative, you know what I'm saying? And I was like interested, but I also like watching mushroom growth on time lapse, because I told you I like time lapses.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that like puts me to bed on Instagram, was like before I go to sleep, I'll go to like one of those times. Before it used to be steaks. Me and my homie Lawrence used to send each other steak videos on. I know, bro. It's really weird. I'm like a really weird dude when it comes to this shit, chat, bro.
That's
but like,
hilarious.
Lately it's been the time lapse shroom growth video.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Do you have any
right now
on you? Perhaps.
I might.
Okay. Would you like to show chat your shroom?
No.
Okay. Chat, she doesn't want to show you her time lapse video. Okay.
They're in my car.
Okay, they're in your car. Well, we'll keep looking at your Instagram for now. I want to.
Oh, go to that Cymatic Cypher. Oh, well, you could go here and then.
Which one?
That one. Yep.
One?
This is me in the band.
Chat, this is our sound thing.
This is a collab that we had with Anaka, W Anaka. She just dropped a track today.
Anaka, what's the name of the track? You know?
Something concrete. I gotta look at it again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anaka. I love you.
We gonna still give you the plug.
Yeah.
Shout out to you on your song.
Angel Music on the way.
Angel Music coming.
Love her.
Back to this sound. The sound ball, man. So what is this? Are you guys performing at?
Yeah, this is the first church in mycology. Actually, if you look, we're actually under the cap.
Wow.
We're under the shroom cap. This is what under a mushroom looks like.
This is a live mushroom.
No, it's painted.
Okay.
But you know, the thing is, what we say is we're under the cap.
Okay.
So here we are under the cap, and we are activating the space. This is during our
You can't say
rain.
no cap.
No cap.
You can't say no cap.
No, we can't. Because we are under the cap. Yeah. We got all the caps. You feel me? We got all the caps. We got golden caps. You know?
Okay, so this is dope. Okay, so
This was during our rain ceremony that we threw in honor to just raise the vibration and to call upon the rain to help relieve the fires that were happening in LA earlier this year.
I got a record called The Rain. Do you know that?
You do? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you do what I do. W the rain, what I
W the rain, you know what I'm saying? We love a whole lot of rain in the chat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
W's. Yeah, so yeah, this was during that, and so this was us just like, you know, vibing out with all the vibrations. She about to get into it.
Is she pregnant?
No.
Okay. No disrespect, chat. I wasn't trying to.
Where's the sound? Where's the sound shit?
Wait. I wasn't trying to, chat. That wasn't my intentions. I didn't mean to.
No.
I thought she was.
No.
She vibed out.
Cause nigga, you know what? Women come in all sizes.
Hey,
you feel me?
And I love them all sizes. How about that?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go to. I want to keep going. I want to keep scrolling.
We love you, Anaka.
Okay, so Akari told me that you do massages. And
massage. So. I'm currently in massage school.
Okay.
Studying to be a body worker.
Okay.
And yeah, this is me working on one of my bandmates, and his cap pulled up to add to the vibe. You know, that's Tintin, W Tintin.
W Tintin.
Yeah.
So wait, what made you want to get into doing massages? Like, what kind of like led you to that area?
Okay. It's a bit of a journey. So first it started because I have a really good friend of mine, Akua. Shout out to Akua.
W Akua.
Yeah, she's been a body worker for over 15 years. Oh, wow. And yeah, she's my big sis. She's older than me, and I really I really love and respect her. And she used to live here in LA. And so at the time she wanted to start expanding her practice to educating people on just like body awareness and body work. And so I was kind of like always her her practice body whenever she wanted to do a demonstration or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I just always felt the call to just like, do some kind of healing modality. I wasn't sure what it was yet. But I've always been very aware, just like in my body, just like being a dancer. Mm-hmm. And
it takes a lot of confidence to be a dancer.
Yeah,
to be bold in your movements and
everything like that. Like, and lots of just like inner embodiment, and just like knowing what's going on within too. And I feel like I've always been very aware of what's going on within my body. And so whenever she would work on me, I was just blown away, honestly. And so I kind of became kind of like her apprentice in a way for a while before she moved away. And then my grandmother, she started to get ill. And I noticed that one of the things that really was missing was that she was, lacking. Her doctors were just prescribing her pills and stuff, and I'm like, bruh, if you just send her to a body worker, maybe that's why her hips won't hurt, her joints won't hurt, yeah. So that should kind of spark my curiosity to just learn more so that I can help her.
Okay. You ever had a Thai massage?
I have.
Damn.
And it's
chat.
the bomb.
It's fucking great.
Damn.
It's the bomb.
I never had a Thai massage. Actually, I've never had a professional massage before ever in my life. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe one day I might have to go to Thai or get into a Thai massage or support
your local business.
Come on, black
support
owned
your
business.
local black owned business.
Let's
Yes.
talk about that, chat. Look.
Clock it. Okay.
Okay.
No, facts. So that's how I got started, you know, and it's like my grandmother, she ended up passing away.
Keep doing that. Like, that was the worst time. That was the worst time that could have happened, chat.
My granny is everywhere, and she totally understands. You feel me?
Shout out to Granny.
She is definitely over understandable. So, yeah, she ended up passing away the same week that I started massage school. And so that was like a huge initiation, just into that process.
And more motivation, too.
Yeah, more motivation. But, you know, the intention was to do that so that I could help her, you know. But then she passed away. So I was like, oh, I'm being called to help my community, you know, and the rest of my family. So
the power to heal. Like,
yeah.
It's interesting, too. Like, in the passing, like, you're still kind of healing.
Yeah.
In a way. Like, I think maybe she's even giving you kind of, like, some touch from above, like
definitely,
you know,
definitely.
So
I feel her with me all the time, especially when I'm in sessions. And touch is a powerful thing. That's one of the first ever, you know, ways of healing that our ancestors practiced. You know, yeah. So it definitely was just like a deep ancestral knowing. But then once I just started aligning with certain people, like my sister Kua, and then just having these experiences of me wanting to be able to help and just like lay hands on my granny and just like help her, you know, all of that just like led me here. So, yeah.
Man, I'm glad. So now I'm going to get a massage because of Granny. Shout out to Granny.
Yeah, shout out Granny Loretta,
Granny.
You feel me?
Long live Granny, chat.
Yes. My girl.
So, I want to keep going through your post a little bit more.
Yeah.
So,
what side of you haven't we gotten?
Well, I want to talk. I looked at something specifically, which is this post, and I see that you brought this with you.
Yeah, this is one. Yeah, those are my tuning forks.
Okay. So
what's that one? What's that one little thing? These are my ladies. This is a tuning fork. I work with these. I actually was working with these before I got into body work. I healed my own ear infection in summer 2020 with a tuning fork.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I refused to go to the doctor and get antibiotics, so I was desperate to finding other ways, and something told me to buy a tuning fork, and
How much
I did.
is a tuning fork?
This one, my first one was very cheap. This one is a bit more on the expensive side because it's a high grade
especially it's healing
alloy. Yeah, so this one is probably about $85.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but for on the tuning fork market, it's more one of the expensive ones.
Okay. So can you demonstrate how to use it?
Yeah, this is a weighted tuning fork. So you might have seen the ones like most like musicians use tuning forks to tune their instruments and stuff. Though they use the unweighted ones, which is the ones that emit sound. This one does too, but it's very low. But this one is meant to be placed on the body, so you activate it by tapping it. Y'all probably can hear. I don't know if y'all can hear it, chat. I'm trying to put it to the mic, but it's a deep ringing. A deep tone. It sounds like monks chanting.
Like a ohm.
Yeah. And this one is specifically called the Sonic Slider from Biofield Tuning. That is a certain tuning fork sound healing modality that I'm also a student in.
Hey, W's in the chat.
W's in the chat. You know, if you get a session with me, you also get a tune-up. You know, this is included.
Can you hit that on the for the mic one more time so chat can hear it?
You think they can hear it?
Oh, definitely.
W's in the chat if you can hear it.
Hang on.
You think they can hear it?
Oh, that's fire.
Yes, that's crazy.
Yeah, get that healing, chat.
Get that healing, chat.
Take a deep breath.
Yes, indeed. That's fire.
Yeah, so you can use it whether in the auric field, you know, because we are electromagnetic beings. We can use it in our field to help clear and move densities.
Yeah, try that,
you know?
Right? Try that. Get you some. Get you some.
Yeah, or it's that one's specifically made to be placed on the body, so that can.
We put it on my body too. Body for body. Look at that, chat.
Yeah.
Killing his funny bone.
Yeah, my funny bone. I gotta work on that
Yeah.
one. They gave some
Yeah, so that goes on the body, and that helps, you know, just unwind, you know, fascia that might be super hard and tight, or muscles. Yeah, it's deep transformational work. Sometimes I can't even find the words for it because I sound crazy.
Well, it sounds like it's doing the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Shy heard it too. Like, the vibrations and waveforms is like actually a real thing. It's like the thing that exists that we don't really like. The empty space that you kind of like make up for. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like dark in space they call it like dark matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the space in between.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, that we often neglect. But
Yeah.
all these things are waveforms. Like, even the light is a waveform. You know what I'm saying? Like how we heat up our food in a microwave. A microwave is a waveform.
Ooh,
so,
bars.
Like, real shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, the waves are actually doing a thing.
Yeah.
We listen, the best quality of music is a waveform. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like the wavelength and the frequencies kind of play hand in hand. And I learned a lot about that even too on my spiritual journey with, like, you know, learning about Fibonacci spiral.
Right.
Just like
I actually got a
Fibonacci
Fibonacci pair of tuning forks too. I didn't bring them inside, but
really?
yeah, I got this. This one is a Schumann resonance. Have you heard of the Schumann resonance?
I'm not hip to the Schumann.
It's basically the Earth's electromagnetic pulse, and there's certain layers. This one is tuned to the 12th layer, so it's a very deep tone. 93.96 hertz. Wow. It's very deep and very healing.
It's low.
It's low, and that's why it's a misconception right now, because you hear like, oh, raise your vibration. Not all high. Some people can't do high frequency stuff. That could be very dangerous. That's why like microwaves, stuff like that, are super high frequency wavelengths that can actually cause harm. The lower is actually the more healing. Like cats purr at a 40 hertz wave, you know, length. Like, that's why their tones are so deep.
That tone, they be
yeah. So
they be all
the lower the tone really is like the most healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just learned something new, chat.
Yeah. Higher tones are for like if you want to clear space and like purify and like raise, you know, the energy. It's intense. Like, it can be. Yeah, but you like, need both.
A lower frequency, just like even think about LFOs, like when I make music. Like,
yeah.
When you have the wavelength go like this, you know what I'm saying? Like it does a different effect than having something go really, really fast.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you're
actually
going for,
let's see if y'all can see it, chat. Usually on camera, you could see it. Yeah. On a phone camera, you can see it better. It'd be like, it's crazy.
I can slightly see it, but
yeah.
Blur. I got some blur. No, they're not gonna be able to see it like that.
Yeah.
It's coming down now.
We gon' next time.
Next time, chat. We get the point when we upgrade. You know.
Yeah.
But yes, I feel you, bro. Like that shit, and it really works. Like when I hear that shit, and even when I like just now when you put it towards my ear, I can still kind of feel that the resonance of it there too.
Yeah. So. It lingers.
Yeah.
Do you sleep with certain tones? Like
I do.
Okay.
I do. I love listening to certain tones. I like listening to lower frequencies. Like sometimes I'll put on like Schumann resonance or like monks chanting because they do very low tones.
Let me see if I can find out what tone I've been sleeping to. I switch it up every so often.
Yeah.
Do you be hearing the music through the wall at all? I be having sleep.
Sometimes I think I hear his more than yours.
Dang. I don't be having it super loud, but I
hear you in the morning when you open your door though.
Yeah. I always sleep to like a tone just cuz I don't know, it helps me go into a deeper wave.
Yeah.
Let me see. So this one's a delta wave apparently.
Okay.
3.6 hertz.
Okay, yeah, that's deep.
That's really
low. That's deep.
He adds on top of it, but that must be the bass frequency he's using.
Yeah.
Because he definitely has like soft synths on top of it and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find that that's a great way to use healing frequencies too. While you're in, you in that bed for hopefully 7 hours plus. Like, you know, while you in there, it's tuning you up. It's
rewiring your brain, rewiring your cells. Yeah.
Yeah. know what I'm saying? Like, I think our world, the whole universe runs off frequencies. You know what I'm saying? So you can't ignore it, and its healing abilities and its creation abilities. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, and it's invisible too. Like, some of the most powerful things you can't see, and I think
subtle.
that's what's great. Like, you can't see an atom, but if it, like, say for example, if we got rid of all the atoms in the world for just 5 seconds, like,
we're done.
Everything crumbles. We might survive.
What's that sound?
Or even if something like oxygen, if the elements that made up oxygen went away for just 3 seconds, no human would notice it, but everything would crumble because oxygen is a component that's in everything that we make. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just wild how much the invisible plays a role on what we have going on, and frequencies is one of those things.
It's the subtle energies.
You know what I'm saying? That's why when we say the vibes is off, people can really, you know what I'm saying?
You could tell.
Yeah, real talk.
We can tell.
Real
My
talk.
spidey senses is tingling. Shout out Ice.
Real talk. Shout out Ice, man. We just had Ice on too last Friday. That was really good. W stream.
W.
Man. So
that's my sis.
Yeah, Debbie. So you, the first time I've seen you too was you were working. I think one of the booths with Ice. You were selling your merch and she was selling hers. How did you guys become friends, and how did you guys end up, working on pieces together?
Yeah. Actually, it's interesting because we met when I was still living in San Francisco.
Interesting.
I went to art school in San Francisco, and a dude hit me up on Instagram because he wanted to shoot with me.
Okay.
And at first I was like, who the hell hitting me up to shoot? You feel me? And I was like, who is this? And it was interesting because I was supposed to be, they were in LA and I was in San Francisco.
And you from Compton?
I'm from Compton, yeah. And so, but at that weekend I was supposed to come to LA for my sis Kyleo. She was supposed to perform at a show in LA, and I was gonna come with her. And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be in LA this weekend, we could shoot, yada yada yada. But it never happened because that was the same weekend COVID hit, everything shut down and locked down.
Okay, damn.
Yeah. Boom.
Okay, you had to get that. Yeah, you might need that shot. You know what I'm saying? So everything shut down. And everything shut down.
Yeah. So we just kept contact for the most part through like Instagram and stuff. And then that summer of 2020, I had moved back home. And then we had just linked up, and then we were just locked in ever since, creating art together, exploring. I was showing them around LA, introducing them to people. Yeah, that's how that happened.
Okay, so you met him through just like networking. Okay, cool.
Yep.
And I love it when I see people, and you guys have a similar style too. Like, you guys, even though I know they're from the East Coast, but it seems like you guys have the energy as if you guys grew up with each other. Like,
yeah, it's definitely spirit. Soul fam, soul fam from millions of eons ago.
It's a kindred
reconnected.
Spirit. For sure.
Yeah.
Like, so when I think about, there's a lot of people who remind me of you guys who I've met along my journey to even going to college. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
where'd you go to college?
So I went to Grambling State University.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was cool. And my first year there, I was in a group, and we ended up performing with Erykah Badu because one of the members in our group was yeah, it's crazy.
W's in the chat.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like, that's why me and Ali became homies too, because we did a show together in Lamert, and then he was having what he was going on with Homies Only, and I was doing my thing with my group, and we're the same age, and it's just like interesting. So, yeah, like people that I've met through that journey. Erykah Badu's niece was in our group, so like, I've been introduced to a lot of people who have that kind of like eclectic style.
Yeah,
I always revert back to Lamert Park when I see them, because that's my first like connection with it, from seeing it, from growing up, going on Sundays, being at Sika's, you know what I'm saying, doing Kwanzaa, all that shit is what Black culture, Lamert Park essence is. Even so you're from Compton, so what brought you over to Lamert? And like, because Watts has a big Black history too. Yeah, like, and like for real, like people always say Watts is the motherland. Shit like that. But
I end up like, I used to go to Lamert and just like Crenshaw district a lot when I was younger. That's where like me and my mom and my sisters would like go get our hair done, you know, and I would always tell my mom like, Mom, I want to move to this part of LA. Like, I hate it where we at, you know, like we was just like so out the way. Compton is low key out the way from
it's a
central
distance.
LA. So, yeah. And then when I came, I actually, I had a few homies. I have a few homies, who, you know, were from Lamert, Crenshaw area. They did music too. They do music too. Yeah, and I was just like a big supporter of them, and they started, you know, activating Lamert for, you know, with just like different shows and stuff. Yeah, Chill as Fuck. Shout out Chill as Fuck. Cletus Strap. Shout out Cletus Strap. Shout out Cam the Chef. Cam the Chef. He went to Key Drew with us too. That's how we met. And the whole gang, Young Kazi. Everybody. So they would started activating Lamert, having different shows and stuff, and so I would go there, you know, support. So that was really like how I started like going to Lamert more, just like as an adult on my own. And then when I finally moved back home in summer of 2020, because of COVID, I just started going to Lamert more because that's where all the art was. You know, I was activating.
It was a call back too, because I think 2020 is the first year that Juneteenth becomes a holiday, and Lamert celebrates that. And it was like the first activation in the park. Yeah,
and they actually had a hand in that too. Like, they were throwing "Pray for the Hood" with 6th Ave, and that's how the whole Juneteenth festival came about. Was a lot of the Lamert Park merchants liked how they did their "Pray for the Hood," and it was like, oh, do that for Juneteenth. And I vended at the first one. That was my first time ever selling my art in LA. And yeah, from there it just became a big thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
W's in the chat.
W's in the chat.
More W's in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, Tyler. Okay, so what else?
Oh, go here.
Okay, back.
You feel me?
Yeah, do it.
Shout out W's in the chat. Professor said, hell yeah. I am also a yellow belt in jiu-jitsu.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Peekaboo. You feel me? Yeah, that is my teacher. She is the most graceful, most fierce, badass, lethal weapon to ever walk this planet Earth, and I love her.
You got a video of you doing any?
Not of me, but I gotta. If you go to her Instagram, you can see her doing her thing.
What's her Instagram?
Can you go to tag? Cause she should be tagged on it. Yeah, probably on the first slide.
Let's see.
She do her thing. You feel me? She's not to be fucked
look
with.
Look at this. I'm gonna go to the pin one.
Ooh!
Hey, yeah, slow mo too.
Huss.
Nah,
Huss.
Hold on, one more time.
Look how swift she got that nigga though.
Oh my god.
Chad, what the fuck?
Boom.
She moved
And then jot that nigga.
One, and then
It's easy.
It's easy, Chad.
It's easy.
Okay, don't play with it.
She the one, not the two, baby.
Don't play, and you learn from her.
I learned from her. That's Big Mama. You feel me?
Wow.
She been doing this.
So where?
Boom.
So where do you do?
Long Beach. She's
this is Long
yeah.
Beach.
She we train in Long Beach at
You
the
need to go
Bluff
with
Park.
Khalil.
Yeah, me and Khalil always talk about we need to link up and spar. Yeah, and shout out Khalil. He went to high school with us too.
Yeah,
What the
we just
heck?
had him on too. We just
Yeah,
had him on stream, too.
goat. Yeah, so she teaches in Long Beach every Saturday at the Bluff Park. Come through. Especially women out here, we got to know how to protect ourselves, Absolutely. You know, and she teaches simple techniques. It's literally survival by simplicity. That is her motto. And she will definitely, you feel me?
Look at that.
It's quick.
Down.
It's quick.
She's not playing with nobody.
Combo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And had his neck at the end. You see his neck at the
Yeah.
end?
And this is the world's #1 martial arts magazine, and she is now on the cover of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Zahelia Anderson.
Yes.
Damn, the way she
got that neck was crazy. It was over with for Brody.
Yeah.
It was
Do not
over
fuck with her.
It was over with, chat. You know what I'm saying? crazy.
I love that. I love to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else?
Turn it down, no fades.
Let's see if you wanna go through anything else, on your page. Do you wanna go through your sound bowl and talk about your sound bowl history?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, my sound bowl journey also started around the time when I got into my tuning forks because, like I said, I was just trying to find new ways to heal because I was tired of going to the doctor and they giving me shit that was just curing the symptoms, not the fucking root of the cause, the problem. So, yeah, I just started exploring more options and getting into things. This is, me and my band activated with the kiddos. We be doing like group sessions. We'll pass around like different instruments in the crowd,
So
and we'll just all jam.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody's playing an instrument, whether it's a shaker, whether it's a chime, whatever. This is homie Hamoud on the bagpipe, bruh. He crazy.
He definitely can play accordion.
Yeah. We got hand pans, we got drums, we got singing bowls, we got chimes, we got everything. That's me playing the hand pan one time. You know, we just be vibing really. Like, we trying to get into actually like conducting and making songs. But it's hard because we just be jamming, you know?
You can take your jam. Like even this piece sounds like a sample. Like when I first heard it, like you can sample yourself. You can sample your jam. And
Sample
just,
myself? That's hard.
Yeah, they can sample yourself. And like I think that's the best method. Even
I'm
if you're
all
just,
for
like,
sampling myself.
Yeah, I mean you can't get sued unless you petty.
Right. So poppin', I'ma sue myself.
I'm suing me, man. I'm petty. Real talk. But I think this is dope. I think you should, and especially when there's a whole lot of like music going on at once.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to capture everything with quality.
Yeah.
And one way you can do that is just merge an idea, just sample what you did,
right?
Blend that and bring it in with new elements and stuff like that.
I like that.
Word too.
Yeah.
Word too.
Give thanks.
Give thanks, chat.
Yeah. We gonna do that.
Okay. Is there any questions you wanted to ask, Corey? Pass the mic.
Do I have any questions?
Akari,
I've just been taking
my bad.
it all
I've been
in.
calling you this whole time.
It's all good. You know me by both. Shoot. Okay. We talked about the self-discovery. We talked about all the aspects of your multidisciplinary, creations. I didn't know about the taekwondo. Is it taekwondo? Jiu-jitsu. My
Japanese
bad.
jiu-jitsu.
Apologies. Yeah. But damn. I don't know.
I have a lot of side quests, chat.
A lot of side quests.
Brazilian.
Yeah. It's a little different though the way that we do it, but it's a blended style of like all kinds.
Shoot, I think maybe we should get into either ChatGPT or Reddit.
Yeah.
Let's do the Reddit story.
I think.
Actually, can y'all react to my song?
Oh, we forgot the song.
Let's do that. Actually, you could go scroll up on my Instagram. You could see my this is my cover art I made for it. Solar Transmission. W cover art. Those are my hands, by the way. I outlined them and drew them and shit. And
what did you do? What did you create it on?
Actually it's a mix. So this was actually a painting or like a drawing that I did, and I just scanned it and then I put it into Procreate and did some shit, and then I put it into Canva and did some shit.
Okay.
So it's just like layers on layers and layers of deep stuff, but this is basically just depicting how the sun is a conscious living being, and if you are tuned into it and if you recognize it and honor it, you will receive the codes.
Get the downloads, chat.
You will get the downloads. You will get the uploads. And this is, those are a couple pins I made for it. Chad, that's Ayat BB Scarface. She produced and engineered the song. Shout outs to my girl W's in the chat for Ayat. Like Goliath.
This is a hard piece.
Oh, that is my solar bell. I should have brought it in. It's in my car. Solar bell. Yeah, that's a 432 hertz Bell, and it sounds super crazy when you play it. Shout out to Earth Tune. That's from Earth Tune. That is aero grade. That is space grade alloy.
Space grade
alloy. That's what it's made out of. That thing is heavy.
It's heavy metal.
It's
heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Literally, chat. Look.
And yeah.
Heavy metal. Okay, so I want to get into your song. Where can we find it?
You can go on YouTube.
I'll let you type it in.
Solar Transmission.
I was watching Reggie earlier, chat. Don't judge me. Actually.
W. Reggie.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to give Reggie. He already got enough clout. Give me some clout, Reggie.
Solar Transmission.
It's beautiful outside, too, by the way.
I'm happy we doing this because I got hella hidden codes in this song that I really want to talk about. Nobody has asked me about them because everybody is only taking a song for what I'm saying, but it's a lot in between the words that I'm saying. So
let's hear it.
This is. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one, feeling like the one, feeling like the sun. Not spiritual, spirit aware of this human experience. Mixing lemon balm with the spearmint, blood queen. I be healing quick, never sick, comedic, posing for the pics. Born again, repping mothership, learning my lessons, counting my blessings. My auntie selenite feathers coated in the resin, cords activated with compression, diamonds formed under pressure. Time for the level up under the sun, charging up all is one under the sun, raising up our sons, creating one-on-ones. I'm one of none, doing this for fun. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one, like the sun. Earth's playground, going round and round till the lost is found, and the hungry are fed, expelling leads and heavy metals. Be stinging with the nettles, bathing in rose petals. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one, like the one, like the sun. Eating oyster mushrooms, don't do the tofu. Healing is my destiny. Parasites be testing me. Governments trying to put an enemy. They don't know that my only enemy is my enemy. Enemy. I be up
That's
for the sun, feeling like the one. I be up for the sun, feeling like the one. I'm the one. We the one, we the sun.
That's tough,
we the sun. One, feeling like the sun. Not the two. We the one. You the one, you the one, be the one, be the one.
That's hard. That's tough.
I have snapped on that beat, bruh. Like what? Like the one.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with that
That
one,
was
chat.
that
Wait,
was
we
a little
fucking with it.
spontaneous little project
Okay.
that me and the sister.
Yeah.
The hell is that?
That's the I'm back. You
Oh,
back.
okay.
You know
Yeah,
what
I'm back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm back. You feel me? You need to drop some more music.
I do.
Real talk.
I got some in the notes, but it ain't.
So what's up? When can we get that? You know what I'm saying? We might need to get that up.
Might get it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real
You
shit.
know, I got cover art ready and shit. It's
Come on
just,
now,
it's
chat.
really, you know.
So what's stopping you from
It's
dropping
me. It ain't you. It's me.
it? Real shit. So is it? So what's stopping you? What's really in the way of you?
What's stopping it is really like the schedules aligning with like the people I'm working with, and also just like my busy lifestyle.
Okay.
But
You got a lot of businesses going on.
I got a lot going on, as you can see, Chad. We done went through about 5 different things in this mug. You feel me? But they all coexist,
Facts.
you know. But I definitely want to take time to intentionally drop more. I do want to do a project, whether it's an EP, you know, just like a 3-song, 4-song little thing, because I got a few, you know, but they're not mixed and mastered yet. So
You just waiting
that's
for them to
really
get-
yeah.
Okay.
So that's really what it is. They're not mixed and mastered.
Okay.
Um,
You can always run them through band lab. You know what I'm saying?
okay, put me on, cause
free. I'm
you know,
saying. It just be like that. But look, I put you on off stream because that's a little sauce. That's a little sauce. I can't get a chat the sauce like that yet.
Yeah,
but
I pay for that.
There is ways around, you know, putting your music out and doing things DIY and still like, you know, putting out good product. And I think that's what the industry is nowadays anyway.
Yeah.
Like, the too polished and clean sound is just like not. I feel like everybody wants something a little bit more authentic.
Yeah.
Even with these streams, like I feel like that's why streaming has become like more popular these days because it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of like people rather see something actually going on in their lives than something that's kind of like scripted or because they can find themselves in a thing that's off script. And I can too. I can testify to that. So
word.
Chat, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know
Thank
why
y'all.
my keys aren't working.
What y'all think, chat? I can't see the chat.
Yeah, they saying W's right now.
W's.
Today, but it's okay.
Shout outs. It's all good. Yes, it's all love.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so I want to get into the Reddit.
Yeah, let's get into the Reddit.
Yeah, man.
Search up Reddit TIFU. Just say Reddit. Yep.
Okay, I want to have you read this shit too. I'm gonna.
All right, I'm leading.
Yeah,
we're gonna lead this shit. All right, Tyger, you gotta help me pick the story.
All right.
What's up, chat? What's good? All right, let me get one of them grapes too. Yo, these shits is fire. Shout out to the seeded grapes.
Shout out to Mighty Gardens. He in Lamert Park every Sunday with the seeded. He about to have seeded watermelons this week. He said, "Pull up it.
Pull up it.
Clip that." You know what I'm saying?
Made an accidental noise during a Zoom interview. No. I'm good on that one. Forgetting I have my mic. That's not juicy enough. Accidentally proposing to my boss.
How you accidentally propose to your boss?
You want to find out?
Yeah, because that's
having sex in the woods.
That's lame.
All right, let's see what's good.
Been there, done it. No, I'm saying.
Many lives of Tyger, yo. So, this happened yesterday, and I'm still debating whether to fake my own death or just live in a cave forever. Buckle up, because this is a wild ride. I'm 28, male. I'm a 28-year-old male. I work for a mid-sized tech company, and we've been remote for a while. Yesterday was our quarterly all-hands meeting on Zoom with like 200 people, including the CEO, my team, and my super intimidating boss, Karen. Not a real name, but she radiates Karen energy. All right, type shit. These meetings are usually boring, slides, KPIs, blah, blah, blah. But this time I managed to turn it into a personal nightmare. Context. I've been dating my girlfriend, Emma, for 2 years, and I've been planning to propose, got the ring, practice speech, the whole deal. I was dumb enough to keep the ring box on my desk because I was paranoid about losing it. Big mistake. The meeting starts, and I'm half listening, muted, camera off, scrolling on Reddit. Classic. Karen unmutes me out of nowhere to ask me about a project I'm leading. I fumble, turn my camera on, and start rambling. Mid-sentence, my cat Muffin, a furry agent of chaos, jumps on my desk, knocks over my coffee, and sends the ring box flying into view. It pops open, revealing a shiny diamond ring. The Zoom chat explodes. People think I'm about to propose on a call. I panic, grab the ring, and try to laugh it off, saying, "Ha, no, this isn't what it looks like." But my brain short circuits, and I blurt out, "Karen, it's not for you, I swear." Swear, not you, bitch. Not you. Oh, shit. Why did I say that? Why? The entire company goes silent. Karen's face is a mix of confusion and horror. The CEO coughs. Damn, I wonder how silent that shit was. The CEO coughs. Someone in the meeting moves on, but the chat is just memes about me proposing to Karen. By the end, someone's photoshopped a wedding invite with my face and Karen. Damn, these coworkers. Yo, this don't sound real. This don't sound real, y'all. Sometimes it kind
of sound like cap because I'm like, how it flip open, and they, I don't know.
I ain't buying it. Going on here just to get likes and shit. They be trying to fabricate.
Yeah, they clip farming.
They clip farming.
Or farming.
I think that's all we needed.
Or maxing.
Yeah.
This post is AI, and so are all of the OP's comments on it.
I agree.
Be calling bullshit in here because you know.
I agree.
You already know.
Yeah.
People,
when it's
green boxes don't just pop open like that.
Yeah, it don't. If it was real, I would have laughed, bruh.
Peep the cap. All right.
My giggles know some real shit from some fake shit.
For real. Damn, more cap in there than the Church of Mycology.
Yeah. Capulators up in here. 26 turning a blow pop into a personal weapon of mouth destruction. What the hell? The hell, Yante?
What the fuck?
Almost giving a woman a heart attack by walking a booking a flights, arriving day earlier at hotel. Listen,
before I ate dry apricots, listening to the same album every day and thinking something was wrong with my car. Where the good ones at?
By making the wrong college decision that will fuck up my career.
Damn. I feel sorry for you, bro. How far is it? All right, this is a short one. College freshman. I've known since middle school that I want to go into a specific field, and that I need to get a master's for that. I learned recently that one of the colleges I turned down offers offers a 4+1 program where you can easily get a master's from my dream program. Now I'll have to do 4 years of college, 2 years of work experience, and 2 years of master's instead. And that's assuming that I even get into this highly competitive program. Damn, so bro could have done 5, but now he got to do 4 plus 2 plus 2. That sounds like 8.
Damn, that sounds like a doctorate program.
That sounds
right.
Like
what the hell?
I'm really angry at myself. I didn't do enough research during my college admissions program, and I'm wasting money. Looking back, I chose my current college because it's what my parents wanted. See, that's the worst.
That's
policy.
that shit.
Why you do what
that's
your
how they
parents
get you,
want
bruh.
you to do? You know, the way you do it is if they hate it, you keep doing it.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Hey,
that's
bars.
How you know. If they neutral, you get to choose.
Look at you like this.
You ain't doing
should
something
probably
right,
do it.
Chad. You ain't doing something right.
You're not bold enough. Bitch, be bold. That's what
Alright, let's see. You can reapply.
Everybody's saying reapply.
Just reapply, bro.
You know, it's just life. You feel me? You live and you learn.
You live and you learn. Alright.
I hope he figured it out.
I wonder if they got like the best of up on here. Let's see if they got the best of. Fuck up of the month. Yeah, I'm trying to see the fuck up of the month winners.
Yeah.
Today I fucked up by showing my wife to swipe right and see the popular feed. Oh, what's on your popular feed?
He tried playing.
Hold on. Never mind. This not that big of a fuck up. Today I fell asleep in the bathtub.
Oh, damn, you almost died, bruh.
Today I fucked up by making my husband a glory hole.
The hell is that?
What? It's mature. Oh, I'm not trying to see whatever this is. I'm good. I'm good
Talking
on that.
about butt stuff?
I think, it's some other shit. Let's see the archives. What we got?
Where the funnies at?
I don't know where the funny's at. Damn,
I bet all these
vomited
people are
on a dead body.
Oh,
That's crazy.
That's messed up, bruh.
Oh shit.
I would hate if I was dead. Somebody
Yo,
vomited on
this is
me.
getting into some stuff. What is going on? He said
It was
versions
deleted.
Why you throw his steak out
The window.
Last night, my wife's boss from her brand new job offered us over for dinner. On the drive over, my wife reiterated many times just how important it was that I make a good impression. I scoffed and arrogantly informed my silly wife that I always make good impressions. My wife's boss is a single lady in her 50s, so it was just the three of us. We chit-chatted over drinks and salads and seemed to be really hitting it off. She laughed at my well-timed. Damn, he really giving himself. He giving himself the flowers and shit. You feeling yourself, bro?
Right.
He for sure fucked up.
Yeah.
She laughed at my well-timed, perfectly appropriate jokes, and my wife seemed pleased. Soon, she brought out the main course, a nice big juicy steak for each of us. As I began to cut into my steak, I was discouraged to discover how undercooked the steak was. Shoot. Oh, this is a long story. I thought it was short. You like where this is going? I'm not really that interested.
Yeah.
Damn.
Where the Black Reddit at?
Shit, there's Black Reddit. We can go to Black Reddit.
It's given. This is.
Hold on. I think it's called Black Tweets.
A mix of people that ain't black.
Oh, it's for sure a mix of people that ain't black. I don't know. None of them stories feel black.
Yeah.
I think it's Black Twitter.
AI black.
Yeah.
Black AI. Black people Twitter.
Yep.
Show me where the Nagas at.
The Nagas.
Facts.
Type shit. Visit this nigga in his sleep? Yeah, bro. He on some shit. Hey, you been seeing them dubbing over the Pope's ceremony with Sosa?
Oh yeah.
Is he from Chicago?
Yeah.
That shit funny as hell.
It was funny till I seen he don't even identify as black.
Damn, bro.
Even though his family is Haitian and Creole. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to.
It's like L.
White ass cult.
Facts.
Right.
Ivanka Trump to announce new focus on. Yeah, we already know what black woman did this 15 years ago. Shout out Michelle Obama. You know it's good.
No choice.
Damn, this.
I don't want to hear.
It's hella political. On this
Yeah.
It's hella political. I guess this is black people Twitter on Reddit.
I guess, yeah.
On Reddit though. If I didn't. Yo, he ignorant as fuck for that. He said, I love Atlanta. The DJ just said, it's Cinco de Mayo. It wouldn't be right if I didn't play some of their music. Then proceeded to play Temperature by Sean Paul.
Nigga shit.
About the floor. Yo, I love that though. Damn.
Bomba clot.
Yo. Select one. I know which one you selecting. Which one you selecting?
Hey Arnold.
This is tough.
I feel like you on Courage.
Nah, bro.
You want Hey Arnold?
Wait, which one? Which select one? That one gotta go.
Yeah. Select one.
One has to go.
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog can go.
Okay.
Oh, I was picking Hey Arnold to stay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I want Hey Arnold to stay.
Yeah, y'all both Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
I think I'm Courage. I'm not gonna lie.
That shit was weird.
It's creepy.
I was scared as a child
It's
of that.
That's an acid trip.
It is.
Yeah.
Acid trip.
It is.
Yeah.
I kind of like acid trips. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Same. I know that ain't who I think it is. Little Big Brother.
Carmelo Anthony. What?
Beyonce's from the 337?
What? Where you see that?
Is that the facts? Is that
Beyonce from Houston.
That's what I thought. Apparently they saying she's from New Iberia.
New Iberia?
Yeah, she from the 337. She from Lafayette. She from Lafayette, Louisiana, bro. Like what the heck?
Maybe her ancestry.
That's crazy.
Beyonce is
Cause I know that Creole.
yeah, that Lafayette. Shout out my homie Z. He from Lafayette.
Mago at Costco? Hey, Mago, what you getting at Costco? I'm probably late replying to this shit. I need to go to... My grandma was just hitting me up about Costco. She's trying to give me eggs.
Yeah, niggas need to make that move.
24 eggs? I'm not mad at it.
Yo, you want to talk
Hey,
to ChatGPT?
no, let's talk about this right
Yeah.
here. Let's talk about this right here.
This
no,
one?
up.
I'm black. It's not my problem. We not going black excellence or girl boss out of neo-Nazism.
Mm.
Damn.
Boom.
For real. It don't work for you?
You gotta go. You gotta click it.
Damn, it's
Today,
not doing it.
today has been tripping. I don't know. Some days it's different.
You know how it goes. Thunder be happening 7 minutes after.
No.
Shit.
Facts.
But,
Facts. All that superficial shit ain't gonna get us nowhere, boy.
type shit. Yeah, it is our problem. Unfortunately, they trying. Hey, we going to DC in like 4 days.
For real?
Days, and we trying to see these museums that they taking shit out of, cause that
Oh.
shit's crazy.
Okay.
This nigga Dabo recreated the Playboy Cardi picture, you guys. You see this shit? Hold up. Let me see.
I'm crying.
Look.
Yo, free Gio. What the heck? Why is she with him?
I fuck with Gio.
I fuck with her too. No, I don't.
Why you fuck with Cardi?
If I see Playboy Cardi, I'm gonna give him an exorcism. Period.
I like Cardi.
Period.
Cardi. Damn, what's the beef with Cardi?
Shit.
What's the beef with Cardi?
Everything, man.
Damn.
I don't like what I'm seeing.
Damn.
I don't like what I'm
I mean,
seeing.
I did not.
After
like that.
Die Lit.
Yeah, I didn't like when he came out in the red light. And
After Die
on some
Lit.
devilish shit.
He on some other
I
shit.
like the new album. I like I Am Music. I didn't like a whole lot of Red that much, but I Am Music, I'm fucking with.
I got too many.
So bad she can't
I feel like I just know too much to
said
just
what?
let that shit slide. I just feel like I know too much to let that shit slide.
What you know?
For one, I feel like he has. I'm about to go deep, y'all.
Uh-oh. Go there. Lock in.
Y'all know that Satan was the angel of music, right?
Facts.
And so when Satan was cast out of heaven and fell upon the earth, one of the ways that he is present, I'm just saying I'm not sure what the motherfucker is. They, them, whatever the hell. Is now running through the music industry.
Type shit.
And, you know, it's a duality. You feel me? We got the light and the dark. But I know for sure that nigga Cardi is an embodiment of the satanic energy. And that's why his shit is called I Am Music. Because he is embodying that energy of being that energy. In my opinion.
Is it that, or is it that he
speaking,
lost? I just be feeling like
maybe he lost, but I know that people in the industry be doing certain rituals and things to become possessed by certain spirits.
yeah, they aura farming negative spirits.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
aura farming from demons and shit.
Exactly. So that's why, and this is such a duality, and I feel like that's why Kendrick did that collab with him, and he was like, Cardi, my evil twin, because Kendrick, I know for sure he is,
You might like this.
he is for sure entangled and embodying a certain spirit of music. I don't necessarily think that it's an evil one, but I do know it is of that certain caliber, and I know that him collabing with Cardi, he's like tapping into his dual spirit, because he know that it's the yin and the yang and everything. But that's all I would say. I might sound crazy to some, but those who know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Chat. Y'all know where I stand on this.
Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking
shit.
about. So free Gio.
Look, bro.
Free her womb, you feel me? And my thing is,
That's the wrong one.
regardless, even if we just talking about some surface level shit, I don't fuck with nobody that don't take care of their goddamn kids. Period.
Now check this
Go
out.
take care of your motherfucking kids, nigga.
I fuck with Drake.
Before any and everything.
I fuck with Drake.
Fuck Drake, nigga.
I fuck with Drake.
You on the West Coast saying that shit?
Yeah, bro. Because here's why. Here's why. Peep game. I'm from the West Coast and I can really say this shit. Nigga. When the last time
glazing?
When the last time Kendrick did something for the city?
He always do something for the city.
I'm not talking about that little Christmas shit.
I ain't talking about that either. I ain't talking about that either.
Talk about that little Christmas shit.
Kendrick donates thousands of dollars every year to music programs in Compton.
Okay. That's good.
That is the reason why a lot of schools in Compton and in inner cities like Compton have music programs, because people like him are donating money so that they can have instruments and technology, and it's not being reported because he don't give a fuck about anybody glazing him for that shit.
I just feel like that personally. I feel like it's Kendrick. I don't know. He's egotistical too, just like the rest.
Oh yeah, he a Gemini.
That like literally,
yeah.
And I just feel like because that there's this persona around him that he makes conscious music. He's not even like for real to me like in the category with like he can make music like that. To Pimp a Butterfly is an album like that, but that's not his overall artistry. He's really every album talks about him. For real, going through shit and being negative. Him screaming in a hotel room because he got shit going on. He be tweaking, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I just...
But the critics be calling me conscious. So if you only calling me Quali and Common, it proves ignorance is bliss.
It's true, but when
all the shooters be calling me Common.
Yes, but at the same time, though, like, when you're wearing the crown of this person that has the culture and that is that person... But then you don't get like there's so many artists out here who are really that person, who really represent that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of those people, and I can't say that. And I'm from LA. When I get my opportunity to represent the city, I'm gonna do it way better than Kendrick is gonna do it. Way better. Because I feel like that's just on God too. Because I just feel like he not the type of person that care. Like nobody wants that mysterious uncle ass shit, bro. That's uncle shit, bro. Like that mysterious
uncle shit,
bro. That's uncle shit. That mysterious shit. Old, bro. That's for old people, bro. Like nigga, if you out here and you outside doing art, tell the world about it. Put the world into your art. Be outside with it, bro. Painters. Basquiat painted Samo over everywhere before he was Basquiat. You knew the name Samo before you knew Basquiat. But why? Because it was outside and it was everywhere. He put himself out there. He wasn't mysterious about it. He wasn't quiet about it. He was that artist, and he represented where he was from. Kendrick does represent where he's from. I don't feel like he stands up as an artist that's from LA. When the fires happened, he took forever to talk about his Grammy speech. We could talk about it, like real talk. So like I'm just saying,
talk about it. I'm
just saying as a person that represents for the city.
Talk about
that's
it.
what that's where I stand on it. And I've worked with TDE before. Like I'm just saying, like that's my stance.
Clock
period.
it. Like, You know, I respect it. You feel me? I love Kendrick, but it was some truth in what he said. You feel me? But either way, anybody in the music industry is gotta be trash. I'm sorry.
Damn.
At some point, some part of them gotta be trash. You know.
I fuck with Drake though. I fuck with Drizzy. I fuck with you, Drizzy. I fuck with you. Said I'm OVO forever. OVO forever. OVO.
If you can't read that, that's it. Yeah, bro, we gonna let that shit ride.
I fuck with Drake. I feel like
Why? Why do you fuck with Drake?
Because Drake gets the shit into the.
I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough.
Not your say. I feel like this though. I feel like Drake. At least we know what we coming to Drake for. He's the mall, and I think people are mad that they got it. That the mall is what's his style.
You know. I like Drake as a.
He got a song for every part of your life. Don't do that. Every part of your life since 2010.
Drake
has a song that came out and it was one of your favorite songs.
But the thing is that, you know, this was me and I was debating with some of my friends during the whole beef thing, because we could go right now to the credits in their music and see who wrote. We could compare, go song for song to see who wrote on Drake shit and who wrote on Kendrick shit. There is a list of like 20 motherfuckers on Drake shit.
But I feel
you got a Kendrick shit. it's just Kendrick or maybe one other person.
So my opinion on that is different.
And that's why I feel like the beef happened, because I feel like Kendrick was like, you cannot put me in a group with this man because we are not the same. I write from my experiences, from the experiences that I grew up around, that are around me, that are in my community. This man has people to write for him. He has people to tell him what he needs to channel, what he needs to do this. This is not his reality.
I disagree when it comes to stuff like that, though. As an artist that's written for people, and you know, I've never had nobody write for me, but like I know what it's like to write for people in those rooms. I know that the biggest artists in the world, never get the criticism for having writers. The big Michael Jackson had writers, whole producers, people putting stuff together for him. Beyonce has several writers, biggest artists, and no one criticizes them the same way they criticize Drake, to me, because I just feel like this, though, even though he is coming from a hip hop world and that's the essence of hip hop is that, but it's still song making. At the end of the day, you press play on something and you listen to it. It doesn't matter. Does it make you feel good when you played it? Like that's my opinion on it, because like that's where I come from with the art. Like
I respect your wisdom. I respect your wisdom. But I feel like where Kendrick was coming from, I feel like he just felt disrespected for the fact of, one, just the culture of hip hop. I feel like he was coming from a stance of just like being a kid growing up in hip hop. I got OGs from, you know, in Compton that grew up in the same era as Kendrick at Centennial at Compton High, when Tupac and Death Row used to come and give out, you know, just do their thing and you know, just like really represent the culture in hip hop. And he felt like, what I think he felt like was with Drake, with the culture of hip hop, when you are seen wearing another rapper's chain or another rapper's like piece of jewelry, that mean you took it off him. Off that nigga. You know, so I feel like he felt disrespected at the fact that he is flossing like he really that guy that went and did this shit, when he like, no, you bought it. You are not him.
But I don't like, to me, I feel like
you are not.
I don't know, but I feel like I'm coming from I'm speaking from Generation Z. I feel like all that shit, like from the 90s, that's that 90s ass shit, man. That's it's 2025.
But that's literally the foundation, bruh.
I get it, and I'm a hip hop, I'm a hip hop historian.
That's like me coming to your granny house, my nigga, or your grandpa house, and like really popping my shit. Like, I know where they come from, and I know they struggle, and I'm just like, awesome shit that somebody fed to me and told me to say. And I'm like, I'm telling your story.
Okay,
and I got people across the seas thinking I'm that guy because I deliver it well.
Okay, peep game. I hear your point.
But really, I grew up
in
a Jewish gated community.
I hear your point, but I feel like this too. Like, all right,
Free Palestine, nigga.
Not just, and I'm fucking with the free like I walked the stage with my Free Palestine mask on.
Period.
I graduated with my Free Palestine mask on, chat. So I'm with the movement. I was with the movement before everybody was with the movement, and I made a whole album about it in 2021. But I feel like personally that it's like, you know what I'm saying? All right.
You just say
Toronto and Detroit are literally like driving distance from each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever been to the Midwest, you know how close these places are. And I just feel like, you know, that's our cousin. Toronto, it's essentially is.
Can I pull up something?
What you want to?
While you say?
What's up? Yeah. Off tops. On YouTube or?
YouTube.
Okay. But yeah, I just feel like, yeah, you can take the mouse too. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like throughout history and shit like that, people give Toronto a lot of flack. You know, it is Canada, but it is hella close to the United States, and we have a trading export with them. So a lot of the swag that they pulling isn't that it's coming from some faraway place. It's not like he's from Lebanon or some shit like that. Like, he's literally like across Lake Erie.
This is
like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same distance. In fact, he's closer to New York than we are. Like, on some shit.
You will never find anything like that. Anything like that. Kendrick don't got nothing like that on the internet, bruh. You know why? Because he really with the shit. And he really a real nigga.
You talking about when he was on power?
Nigga, this is hard. What are you talking about? This is hard.
That's a crackhead.
This is not a cook. This is
cooked.
Nigga, this is hard.
Look at 50 face.
Nigga, this is showing range.
That nigga's a feed.
My nigga. Get like it. It's a nice jacket you got on, Poppy. Cowhide leather, right? You know.
These cook chat. I'm not gonna lie.
Nigga,
And this is y'all goat.
this is hard.
This is y'all goat.
Mans was on a damn near
He had
10,000
the
year
half the
hiatus and
head.
popped out on Power
He
like,
got half his head done.
nigga.
He playing the role.
He playing the
Neocortex
role.
is a phenomenon
This
that
is
supports the
hard.
five senses of the brain. It's responsible for hiding the human senses within the last century. That's how I knew that was cowhide leather. I smelled it from when you walked around the corner. But fuck all that, Poppy. Look, I got these gift cards. Give them to you, dirt cheap. Matter of fact, give them to you just for Lucy. I scratched some of the decorations off because I ain't like the way the shit look, but these shits are still good.
You know why he
Fuck out of here.
Because he just like to be fiend out.
No, because he come from a line of family from the crack era, bruh.
That's valid. That's valid. That's what I'm saying. The
And this
80s
shit is real.
He's an 80s baby. He's 1988.
This shit is real. Nothing to fuck
80s
with.
baby. Drake is an 80 baby.
But he
too.
ain't come from the crack era, gang.
That's true. That's true. That's valid. But I'm just saying this, bro. Like, to me, that doesn't. Him coming from that doesn't. Do
He is
anything
not
for me.
valid like Sally, bruh.
I'm sorry, bro. Kendrick, don't do it for me.
It's the nah.
Don't do it for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You different.
It's fine to have
You different.
preference. Of,
I'm sorry,
it's
You
fine to
different.
have preference of musical style, but I think everybody literally loved Drake up to a point when he started to represent a culture that wasn't really his culture. And that's when it just kind of like, it gets all fucked up. It's like, damn, you tainting all the stuff that you've done before this by assuming a whole new persona and then like never really standing on nothing. When what he stood for to us was like being in touch with your emotions.
Yeah.
And then he put on the tough guy act, and like he was still going into the emotional place, but the tough guy act just like overshadowed it.
Range, though. Like, my thing is everybody.
But his
It's like
range
this
is
when
curated.
when a nice person tweaks out one day, and everybody's like, oh, "What's wrong with him?" But it's like everybody has variables of a
range is
person.
curated,
Like,
though.
but I don't feel like he gets grace for anything. I feel like people are so easy to come down on, and I feel like it's some light skin shit too. Like, I feel like it's easier to come down on a nigga like that. You feel me? Like, but anybody else that goes through the same shit or does the same shit, it's harder. So I just feel like, I don't know, bro. I just feel like personally,
There are
that's
plenty
why-
of light skinned niggas that got it out the mud that ain't getting the heat because they actually about that life.
I mean, but
They actually rap what they experienced and what they seen.
so Drake doesn't rap what his
No.
experience? I don't think so. I disagree. I feel like I feel like none of what's really not his experience that he's rapped about for real.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we will
Like-
never truly know because we never in this person's life.
But
But what doesn't feel authentic is just like that switch up. Like, you overnight just became a whole new nigga. Like, he was talking shit before. I still listen to So Far Gone, and he's talking shit. Like, it's not like he was this nice guy only. He was always flossing, always I'm gonna take your girl type shit. Like,
And he could.
he could. This is Drake. But when he went for the, like, I got my shooters and all this shit, it's like, maybe you do. Maybe you do. But what warranted that? Like, what made, he never, like,
feel like, all right,
he wasn't in that position ever to be needing to kill niggas like that. Like,
I feel like once you make a certain amount of money, everybody wants your head. At a certain point, I mean, think about why they kill X. Think about what. All right, but hear me.
Supposedly he killed X.
I think, yeah, and that's another rumor too. But I feel like still too, like when you have a certain amount of influence, the same reason why Nipsey got killed. when you have a certain amount of influence, yes, people want people. You're gonna have to have security. You're gonna have to have people who are gonna try to do malicious things to you. So yeah, like he can have. It's liable for him. He's million. And in fact, the people you should be scared of the most is the people. That's why Dirk is in jail right now. Is because he's on some murder for hire.
And that's
shit.
another thing is like, that he talking all this stuff. And it's niggas that's actually going to jail for that shit that really, really do that shit.
Different. Now that's different. Like the murder for hire shit and like talking about people's cases and shit. Like I don't condone shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got people locked. But it feel like, I just don't know.
You don't appreciate the hate train.
I don't like the hate. I don't like the dick riding because I feel like his bars were better than Kendrick's songs. The whole beef. On God, until They Not Like Us
he
came
ain't even writing him, bro.
He did. How do you know he didn't write his bars?
He
bro?
ain't writing. Let's look at the credits.
We can look at the credits. Let's pull up the credits.
Let's pull up the credits.
And he has to write. Wait.
He reads. He's a performer. He's a performer. He is not MC. He's not a rapper.
So how? Wait. So he's written for Alicia Keys though. He's written for Beyonce. He's written for everybody, for real. That was his start in the game, was writing for niggas. But, you know what I'm saying?
But you know why? Because those were love songs. Those were love songs. Those were things tapping into the emotions I think he's really good at. I feel like he should stick to that. Okay, he's a writer, but he's maybe he's a writer, but he's when it comes to this rapping shit, he's writing fantasies.
But isn't that writing?
It's not real. It's not real, gang.
A fantasy?
It's fantasy rap.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Fantasy rap.
I can agree with the fantasy rap, and I can also.
But you know, but this the thing is that his demographic. If you look at his demographic, is mainly like white boys who want to live the black experience but don't want to be black.
I think it's white
it's
women.
That too.
White women.
But like that's like literally like what it is. And
but
so
black women too though. Like black women love Drake.
They do, but
Black
it's because he I feel like he's a ladies man, you know, and I love that about him because it's not that many men in the industry that's a ladies man. That most of the men are talking about fuck you, bitch, and all this other stuff. So I appreciate the fact that he actually makes songs that's like for women.
People just it's popular to
but
hate Drake.
It's just
and that's what I don't like.
It's
bro.
just honestly, it's just the tough guy shit, and it's just like I went to school with niggas who were like really Drake fans, and I've seen the switch and like how they like live through him, because they're like, oh my God, I get this experience of like being hard and being this and being that, but I don't have to be it, and I don't know the struggle that actually came with this, and like he didn't really even come from that.
Well, Drake represents something different for me, from my perspective. Drake represents a person who's changed the game for artists, a person who can come from a different world, from acting, and actually make it, not only acting, but coming from Nickelodeon, of all places, and bringing that to hip-hop. Not
sus.
Only that,
every Nickelodeon star is sus.
But also, like...
MK Ultra.
But also, like...
Free Britney Spears.
My train of thought.
I'm sorry.
I'm also, like... damn, I lost it.
He represents...
Oh, coming from Nickelodeon, also coming from...
started from the bottom, now we here.
Damn, I would forget where I was going with it. Oh, I remember. So, Kanye... So, he represents a person who can change... He changed the game in terms of, like, artists who can sing and rap. And, like, being the first person to kind of, like, you know, make the shift.
I agree.
And bring that world. Because for the longest, especially the time when Drake came in the game, the biggest artists, rap artists were Lil Wayne, Young Jeezy, and Hove. And so, like, I mean, the culture that they created was street culture, which not everybody that's not all versions of hip hop. That's not all versions of blackness, chat. That's another reason why I think I like Drake too, because he represents more versions of black that isn't like the killer version, or like the you know what I'm saying, the bad version of black essence. And I feel like anybody that takes on that role, I kind of support them a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not all black people isn't all one thing. Black isn't all the hood. Black isn't all Medea. Black isn't all Dr. Umar. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many versions of it, and I come from a family that comes from different versions of black. Actually, academic black people, and I got
W
gangsters in my family too.
W.
Like my dad went to Princeton, and my cousin was banging 60s. So it's just like, that's duality, but that's my blackness, and I do neither. You know what I'm saying? Like I went my own path. So like, I like it when people can represent different versions because there's different shades of us. And I think Drake's music kind of represents that too. It's for everybody. Like it can not only be on 92.3, but it can also be on, you know, Kiss FM. It can also be on all these platforms. I think that was his method too, to be kind of bigger than just hip hop, just taking it. And I think he's part of the reason why. You know, we're past 50 years of hip hop.
I feel like he's more pop.
He's the evolution of hip hop. He's the and that's why I also like he's the future of it. People don't like the future. People want to stay in the 90s and stay in the 80s and stay where like. And I think that's what Kendrick. That's why people like him, because he represents a version of hip hop. But Drake is the future, and that's why Drake works with the future artists, because he sees the future too. I think I fall under that same lineage of, even though I make hip hop, I still think I'm future based. Like I do things that's a little bit ahead of the grain, and I can see ahead of the time. And I think Drake can see it too, because everybody he worked with ends up being a big star because he sees the quality too. Like Summer Walker, if he doesn't do that song with Summer Walker doesn't become Summer Walker. He did the same thing for several artists, and I just think that's the method. You know what I'm saying? And I think he
agree.
gets a lot of flack. It's easy to hate Drake. I mean, I was on the same thing. He's corny sometimes. He can come off with the corn with the little barrettes.
He's definitely corny, and I just don't like when he act hard. Like even seeing on some of the streams that he's been on live, and he trying to act hard. I'm like, bruh,
I don't like that.
Please stop.
I hate that. He doesn't want to do a normal interview. He doesn't want nobody to ask him questions that he doesn't want to be asked. And that's what I don't like about Drake. Drake, we got to fix that, bro. We got to fix it, Drake. We got to answer these questions.
Fix it.
Hey, and you got to talk about the beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only right, bro. Like, if we talk about the beef, we can talk about it. Look, I
want him to admit that he lost.
Talk about it. Talk about you can tell. And I'm real enough. I'm real enough to say that too.
He got that feet whooped.
I'm real enough to say Drake lost the beef. I'm real enough to admit that his loss, but I could also real enough to say that people hype train that shit. When it happened, the hype train went on.
I'm sorry, he got whooped.
Drake had bars even to the end. Like when I read his shit off the script, I'm like, damn.
Let's look at the credits.
Like, all right, bro. Let's look at the credits. Let's pull up.
I looked at It's all
What's
Drake.
the verdict?
It's all Drake.
He paid for that shit.
Like I want to break down this one. He went the Heart Part 6,
which is such a cold move to take the nigga serious.
Yeah. Wait, now we gotta go to Rap Genius.
We need to go to Genius, not Reddit. They gonna start analyzing it on Reddit.
Reddit it.
Yeah, bro, that shit was deep. This shit, and like when you read it on paper, it's like it go crazy. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking line tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork or the cabinets is filed in? 1090 Jake would have took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, never fall down. The ones that you're getting your stories from, they all clowns. I'm a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and declaration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week, then fed you the false information. Like, bro, this nigga is going some, like, I fuck with his rhyme scheme. I fuck with his rap pattern. I think one part in here that was really, what was the part in here that was like, the one line people thought was flat was like the B major bar. I was like, he didn't have to say that. Like, yeah, you thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with a like. I was like, all right, that one could have go. But a lot of this shit was dope to me, and I like the way he broke it down. Even on the whatchamacallit.
What's that one Charlemagne clip? Nah, that ain't it.
He went off. I don't think anything Kendrick said was it. To be honest, nothing.
He cooked.
What did he say? Wop.
When you in selfies with these women, I see two bitches. Or what do you say?
Two bad bitches.
I see two bad bitches. I think you competing with them. Like,
that was okay.
What
like,
you mean? We all know Drake think he a bad bitch, and he be trying to compete with all the women that, as much as he's a ladies man, he think he a lady too, man. Like, he be acting zesty. And
Wait,
shit.
But let's address the claims though.
I don't believe in Kendrick's claims. I think that's a little far.
Pull up the clips.
I think you gotta prove it first. I mean, he definitely weird, but in terms of actually,
he got a few like sus little things that
he got a lot of sus going on, bro. But like, until you can prove it and prove that he did something that's illegal or like on that level,
exactly. You can't prove neither of their shit, to be honest.
Yeah, right? It's the same thing going for Drake and him calling Kendrick a woman beater and that he covered it up with
but that's what I don't like is that he wanted to sue over that.
If Drake shooters doing TikToks, nigga, realest shooter in your gang, that's P's brother. Y'all ain't getting shot. Y'all ain't getting shit shot, nigga. Can't listen to a slick talking falsetto, save it for a hip hop, nigga. You don't even be at home, dog. You a souvenir out the gift shop, nigga. Still mad about that one hoe. We ain't even fuck. I just lip lock with her. I get active when it's wartime. I ain't really let my dick drop. Okay, pause it with the dick drop. I ain't even let my dick drop, nigga. What the fuck? I heard Rick drop, nigga. Something talking about a nose job, nigga. Ozempic got a side effect for jealousy and like he going like he's going.
So he admits he was on Ozempic.
Well, I don't know. I can't confirm or deny Rick Ross's Ozempic usage, but he has lost a lot of weight randomly.
Oh, he's saying Rick Ross got Ozempic.
Yeah, he's saying what the fuck? I heard Rick drop, nigga. Rip drop nigga saying that he can't say nigga. Remember the whole thing with Drake saying nigga because he's like not fully black. He's talking something about a nose job, saying he got a nose job. And then he says Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy.
Oh, I see.
And the doctors never told y'all niggas. Put a nigga in the bars, let a nigga rot. Kind of like your old job, nigga. Like that's, Rick Ross used to be a fed.
Yeah. I mean, I could see him coming
he was going in on Rick. He was going in on Rick. This is barred up. I'm not gonna lie. Like this shit is
he was going on Rick, and that's it.
Like, bro. Nah. Then he goes in on everybody on this one. He says, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas need a shell from the clip? Always knew I had to smoke one of y'all niggas. Good kid, Mad City van will pop up and let the latch drop. Let the latch and the door slide. Tears running down my cheek. Laughing at you pussies dying, it's a war cry. Weekend music getting played and all the spots oh yeah, this was a crazy one. Weekend music getting played and all the spots where boys got a little more pride. That's why all your friends dipping into Atlanta paying just to find a tour guide. But like basically this is saying like
not gonna lie,
music is for gay people. Like that shit is crazy, bro. Like
wow.
He's creative with it. It's not like Kendrick's fucking dictionary ass shit. Like bro, like we'll play Euphoria. We'll go to Euphoria.
He cooked on Euphoria.
I like the beat of Euphoria. Real talk.
Shoo. And tell us where you get your abs from.
Some superpowers getting neutralized.
Go to Genius.
Okay, we'll go to DJ.
But let me read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, go to the this is the live version. I don't know why they got the live version. That's crazy. Notice the Kia form when he did the pop out.
Dang, they got the pop out version on that ass.
You want me to read the pop out version?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
All right. Yeah, I'm out the way. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm out the way. Yeah, I'm low, okay. Yeah. The island right here is remote, okay. Thinking about no reaper, nigga. I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Benjamin and the Jacksons all in my house like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat made his homeboys and them types so they so, okay. Everybody want to be the demon till they get chipped by a throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power, the fame will make you go away? Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid $500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I felt at both, but I came out straight. I hate when a rapper talk about guns. Somebody died and they turn to nuns. Hop online, pray for my city. He fake it for likes and digital hugs. Daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior. Must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, get shaky. I'll park his son.
I don't see no bars though.
It's
There's
him.
No metaphor. Like, where's the punchline?
Because he's the punchline. The punchline is the nigga's life, bro. The punchline is the way he capping. The punch.
But I'm talking about pure rapping form. Though,
But this is going at somebody. This is battle rap, bro. It's not just lyrical.
But there's punch lines in battle
There are, but what hits deeper is when you can go in on somebody and they character. When you actually like you can dress it up, right? But like when you really going at somebody, you ain't gotta dress it up in metaphors. You feel me? He's talking real life. Have you ever really done this shit? I thought your daddy was the one who did it. You want to be junior? You don't see how that affects the family. You supposed to be growing. Like he's talking on some man shit, bro.
I get it.
It's not all about.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get where the angle he's coming from.
But what I'm
there's
saying,
no metaphor.
Metaphor doesn't have to be in here if you've got that, bro. You know that as a rapper.
I know that as a rapper.
You know that, bro.
As a person who loves hip hop and the art of rap, I know that's what makes a great rapper. Can you incorporate that? That's what's gonna make it. Just like when we watch Steve. That's like when we watch Steve.
But all right, hold on. I gotta stop you here because you talking about Kendrick so technical. Where's the technical in this?
That's what I was upset about. In this
why does he have to be technical if he's got real shit to say? You be talking about nobody want to hear that conscious lyrical miracle shit. He's just talking
But metaphors doesn't have to be lyrical miracle.
But it's part of what you do to dress it up and make it seem like you a crazy rapper. When that's gimmicks. It's the sleight of hand of being a magician. It's like you don't have to do that if you've got it. If you've got something to really say on record.
I mean, yes and no. Like I feel like at a certain point it becomes preachy to me. Like it just
Maybe
becomes.
It is,
That's the stance. And you're right. Like that can be the approach
not
to
what
it.
We need?
Not what I need right now. But I feel like
we need to
I feel like
we need to cast out the shit.
No, I feel like everything is needed. I feel like there's room for everybody. I feel like what Drake does is good. I feel like he should keep doing his thing. Kendrick's in a different lane, and he's been in a different lane. Why does it bother
You got
me
shit
so
twisted.
much?
What is it? The braids?
Why is it
bars?
Why is it so much animosity when Drake is doing his thing and he's not worried about Kendrick. He's not making no songs trying to diss Kendrick. Like, bro, like Kendrick's focused on him. Like, I just feel like.
I mean, we could dig into the lore. I mean, there's already talk about it. I mean, they've been jabbing.
But Drake didn't want to really do it for real. Kendrick been jabbing for years. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick been jabbing for years at Drake. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I just feel like, again, Drake's in his own lane. He's doing his own shit. Like, it bothers niggas that he's the top of hip hop. Like, it bothers, just like the same reason why it bothers
me.
It bothers a lot of fans.
It bothers me.
NBA fans that LeBron is over Kareem in scoring. But that's the future. Like, that's the reality. Like, LeBron played.
I'm not gonna lie. LeBron had a hella corny for switching up on Drake like that, knowing damn well that was his man's.
He is.
That was corny as hell.
L-Man's Bron.
L-Man's hella corny. Hella corny.
James. LeBron.
Hella corny.
But that's how I feel though. Like I personally feel like there is.
Somebody said I don't like how Drake promotes gambling to kids.
Oh yeah, that's valid. That's valid. But I don't know. Aiden Ross's stream is kind of like for adult audiences. I don't think I won't say necessarily promotes, but that who watches streams, essentially, is like
kids.
So, but yeah, so you could say that, but it is an adult stream.
I think
so.
That's all.
He's grown. He's
Can
also
I see what
38
the chat
though.
is saying?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he's old. Like, there's an older regime. There's an older way. There's an older audience of people who are kind of just like doing this shit, like are kind of like don't even know about like what's kind of going on right now. And I think Drake's still trying to find his way in modern media. At least he's making an effort to put himself out there. We're not gonna see Kendrick. Like, we're not. Like,
I mean, he on tour right now. If you want to see him,
I'm not seeing Kendrick. I don't have the money to go to this concert. I'm not going.
You have a Drake concert?
No, neither of the concerts. But at least I can see Drake on stream if I want to. Like, I can watch him on radio. Like,
nigga,
like,
pull up to any fucking Compton.
Kendrick's never coming on nobody's stream. I said that. He's never coming on stream, guys. He's never. So that's why we can talk our shit. Cause it's not like he gonna come. It's not like he gonna pop out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Pull up, Kendrick. Pull up, Kendrick.
He not pulling up. He'll never pull up.
Hey, Gemini, you never know.
You never know.
Surprise your ass.
He'll surprise me.
He'll surprise your ass. He'll pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman.
I'm the one who had to up the skull with him.
All right. Well, on that note, chat, I think we've been streaming for quite a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna.
This went places.
We went all over the world, but thank you guys for joining us on this Monday. We will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow again, guys. Tuesday. I haven't confirmed our guest yet, but we may or may not have one. If we don't, we're gonna be listening to Z Culture's new album. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat for that. And yes, we want to thank our guest Tyger for coming on. You guys, matter of fact, before she leaves, I want to make sure I get her IG pulled up one more time so you guys can make sure you give her a follow.
Follow me.
The chat was kind of, you know what I'm saying, today,
pull up.
So make sure you get
we
your
got
love.
hella activations coming soon, community events.
Oh, sorry, chat. Every time we open up a new scene, that shit, the eye's still open from the last video. So.
Yeah. Follow me, stay tuned. Lots of new things on the way.
Absolutely.
We're going to drop some music.
Absolutely. You need to drop more music.
We're going to drop some music.
At the far right. That's just crazy.
Oh, that was just a thing this is when I did some tune-up sessions at Black Market Flea. One time, you might catch me in your city one time doing them.
Very cool.
Click on this. You feel me? We really for the kids though. Like,
they're doing activations.
We doing meditations in schools. You feel me?
Schools during the day, so like they do meditation a lot in schools these days.
I love that.
That's a part of the wind down.
We
especially
are
for special needs kids.
Yes, we are not about punishment. We are about helping them implement and incorporate new tools to regulate themselves. Period.
Well, all right.
Yeah, thank y'all.
I thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll have you back soon.
Yes.
Okay. W's in the chat. All right. Tomorrow, Tuesday. And Friday. Oh, we're not going to be streaming on Friday, guys. Let me say that now, too, because me and Akari will be in Washington, D.C. So, W's in the chat.
Shout out, D.C.
You know what I'm saying? So, we won't see you on Friday.
Oh, you should go see my sister. Kua. She live out there. She do massage out there.
Maybe we might have to
Hell
pay
yeah.
a visit
She do Thai massage.
Okay. But yeah, you guys. So, Wednesday, send in beats. There's no particular reason there's no particular guest on Friday, but still send them in because when we come back, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna have some good guests for you guys. And also, me and Akari was in the studio with Sleeping with Shoes on last night. And we're gonna get to that record tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you soon. Peace.